Today I am going to talk about the government's role on the United States economy. Before talking about how today's economy is impacted by the government, first I want to talk about a little bit of the history of the economy and the government's role on it. So under FDR's leadership, he created and implemented greater social programs and economic safety nets under the New Deal. And so he helped create more jobs and more employment for the American people, which then helped the economy. During the 1970s, governmental leaders focused on controlling inflation versus combating recession. Governmental leaders focused on limiting spending, resisting tax cuts, and reining in growth within the money supply. And as you can see on that last bullet point on the screen, Reaganomics is a term that was coined during President Reagan's leadership when his economic theories are considered, instead of economics, it's considered Reaganomics. So it's a play on words there. Now here on the screen you can see a picture of FDR, and that's Franklin Delano Roosevelt, as well as a sign of the WPA and the ad there for it. And then you can also see President Reagan down at the bottom right-hand corner. Now here on the screen you can see two types of economic policies that the government currently enforces. The first one being the fiscal policy, and you can see the definition listed there, and the second one being the monetary policy, as well as the definition listed there. And then practically, some of the ways that our government uses these policies is that the government can affect the pace of the economy by adjusting spending and tax rates. And in this case, they'll use the fiscal policy, or they will manage the money supply and control the use of credit through the monetary policy. Now next I'm going to talk about some differing points of view on government's role in the economy. And there's kind of a little bit of a debate that goes on here. So today there are two very different opinions on how much the government should be involved within our economy. And a quote I found on investorguide.com expounds upon these two differing opinions. It says, "Some believe that less taxation from the government will increase individual buying power and thus cause business profits to rise. Others believe that the types of benefits that the government ought to use American tax dollars to fund are essential to forming a strong, stable economy with less likelihood of overproduction or collapse." This quote shows that our government, throughout the years, has taken many different stances in regards to its role on the economy. The role it takes sometimes depends on the political party in office, and so there are some various opinions and thoughts on how involved the government should be within our economy, and then how involved should the American population be, and whose role it is to help take care of our economy.